Comments, thoughts for statics test. So really, all you need to know is that for all if nothing is accelerating, the sum of the forces in the x direction equals 0. Sum of the forces in the y direction equals 0. Sum of the torques equals 0. So my sense is that there'll be 4 problems on the test on Monday. And we talked about these already, but I just thought I would just kind of give you a heads up again. Suppose you have a bar suspended, attached to the wall. You have a sign hanging down from it, and you have a rope here to the bar. And I could ask you, for example, given an angle, what's the tension? What is force in the x direction? What is force in the y direction? I could ask you for, how far out can I move the sign if I have a maximum tension, etc. And again, it's just going to be sum of the forces. And again, the trick here to all these problems is going to be to remember when we do torque that I'm always looking at either the torque is R times force perpendicular or R perpendicular times force. So let's just quickly go back and think about what that means in that problem there that we just had. The torque, which is not the complicated torque, is this guy here, the tension in here. So what I want is my R vector is in this direction, my tension vector is in that direction. I want to get T perpendicular, so in that case I would look at this piece right here being T perpendicular. So if that angle is theta, in this case it would look like RT sine theta. Okay. Another problem that you might see would be a couple of spheres inside of a cup. So you have one there, and again, it's just sum of the forces in the x direction, sum of the forces in the y direction, and in this problem, torque actually doesn't come into play. You have an mg force there, you've got a normal force there, a normal force there, and then you just would go through and solve for the various forces. We talked about the bridge problem, where I have a bridge supported by 2 pilings, I've got a mass on it, and the bridge itself has some mass. And again, the trick here is to choose a pivot point. People like to choose pivot points such that they eliminate one of the forces, so I might choose a pivot point there.